Hello, dear Libra. Welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Do you have a Gemini in your life? Well, this is the Lover's card. This is about a soul connection. So it looks like you guys are in some sort of an issue with a soulmate. Two of Swords, decision time, head over heart. Wow. Libra, welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking, and this is your horoscope reading for mid-October till mid-November 2019. When I say horoscope, I mean we'll be looking at all parts of your life. So just like a horoscope wheel, we start from house number 1, we go all through the houses and see what's going on in each section of your life. Now these readings are extra. Half of the reading, the first part, will be up for free on YouTube, where I'll be taking one layer of cards, and I will be extending this reading on my website for purchase. And I'd like to thank you in advance for those of you who would like to purchase the second part of the reading, where I take many more cards. As you know, I do a lot of free content on YouTube, but this is what I do, and I'm going to be doing many different types of readings as well. So hopefully it will be worth my while, since I do spend a lot of time, and your comments have been amazing. Your support has been incredible. Thank you again, dear Libra. Okay, so let's get started. We're looking mid-October till mid-November 2019 for Libra. Please, Spirit, please guide me. Libra. And dear Libra, today is the 10th of October, 10th of the 10th of 2019. If we look at 19, it goes into a 10, doesn't it? 1 and 9. That's a 10, so it's like 111. New beginnings. That just dawned on me just now. So I'd like to say happy birthday. It is still your birthday. So our personal planets, Mercury and Venus, have moved into Scorpio. Soon it will be the time of Scorpio. You do have the Sun and Mars in your sign, so Mars could be giving you a little bit more energy. Mars is the warrior. Okay, this is all about relationships, partnerships at this time. That's what Libra is all about. So your ruling planet, Venus, has just moved into Scorpio. It's ready to go down into the dungeon. With Mercury, we will have communication. What is Scorpio? Scorpio is intimacy. It's your partner's money from external sources. Okay, so we are going to have a Mercury retrograde on Halloween on the 31st of October. So for most of November, it's going to be retrograde time, and therefore retrograde time, especially with Mercury, which is all about business, communication, technology, anything like that, anything written, spoken, publishing, things like that. That's what Mercury is. So with Mercury retrograde, we revisit situations of the past. So people may come back from the past. Situations may come back from the past. Let me take your cards. Okay, I think I've blabbed on enough. I know a lot of you do appreciate the astrology, and for those of you that don't, sorry. But I think that it helps to give us a healthy perspective, a clearer picture of what we're going through. Now, in 3 days, on the 13th, we're having a full moon in Aries. Okay, and it's not going to be easy energies. Just so you know, that full moon is squaring off to Pluto. A lot is going on. The energies are a little bit hard. They're a bit harsh. So let's take your cards. First house, Aries house. And the first house is how we are seen in the world, our persona, our thoughts. So it covers our external appearance as well as our personality. The first house is us. It's our physical body, as I said. So first house is also the childhood house, so it's the beginning. Aries is the seed that is planted. Therefore, in the first house, and how people see you is that you're very hardworking, that you're down to business. You know, you're working maybe on something very special. For some of you, it could even be that you're working on your external, on your physical body, I should say. So Pentacles are all about manifestation. This is the 8, which is good. Some of you are just very, very busy. Okay, so let's take house number 2. And I just want to mention that I will be changing the view of my table very soon. So a little bit more patience is asked for. I know you can't see the cards well. That's why I am showing you and putting them down. So house number 2, the house of Taurus. Wow. And we've got the Empress, which is Venus. And, you know, this card signifies Libra and Taurus. So the house number 2 is the physical body again. It's the 5 senses. It's our values. It's our money house. And it's also what we own. What do we have that makes us feel comfortable, our belongings? You know, all the comforts that Taurus loves. And having the Empress here says that she's all about manifestation. She's a 3. She's a major arcana, so this is huge. Okay, so the Empress could be a motherly figure, but for those of you that are pregnant, because this could be that you are, you know, you've got a little baby growing in your tummy there. If this is not a physical pregnancy, then this is manifestation where your values are concerned and things are coming into your life that are of value. Now, this could be, of course, as I said, Venus, which Venus rules Taurus or Libra. So we could be talking about someone that is a Taurus, and a pregnancy is on the cards here. Now, even if this is not a literal pregnancy, this could be someone who's very pregnant with creativity. Okay, so house number 3 is the house of Gemini, the house of communication, collaboration, working within a small group, and this is perfect. It's exactly that. It's also the house of siblings, neighbors, people that are close to you. So there could be communication with people that are around you. Again, communication, commerce, doing business in a small group. And another 3. So it's manifestation, more pentacles. I see a lot of abundance up to here, dear Libra. Beautiful. Let's look at the 4th house, which is the house of family, the house of the mother, the parents, your foundation, your home. There has been some sort of a disappointment here with the 3 of Cups that are spilt. Okay, so this is looking at the glass half empty rather than half full. There has been some sort of a loss, some sort of an emotional loss around your homes. For some of you, this could have been, I suppose, a separation, could be having lost a family member, and I'm sorry if that is the case. Some sort of a disappointment around your family and your security, because the 4th house of Cancer, which is ruled by the moon, is also about our security. It's where we feel comfortable. It's where we are loved and nurtured. So there is something that you are mourning. I will be taking, of course, more cards on that. Let's look at the house of Leo, the 5th house. So we've got the card of Taurus, the Hierophant. So the house of Leo is the house of children. It's true love. It's flirtation. The fun house, the house of risk-taking, the house of creating something of your own. Any creation can be the 5th house. And it's the first house of where we go out and have fun and we flirt and we meet people. That's what the 5th house is. Now, the 5th house is ruled by the sun, and the sun is clarity, it's warmth, it's vitality. Now, the card of Taurus here, the Hierophant, can speak of religion, it can speak of faith, it can speak of commitment. Some of you may be meeting someone, you may be going out with someone that either has got strong Taurus in their chart, or You may be holding on to faith that someone may want to commit to you, of course. And some of you, because, the Hierophant can be quite restrictive energy as well. And it does speak of hierarchy as well. So you could be the leader in something that you've created where there are steps, There is the hierarchy and you could be the leader. And again, the Hierophant is a spiritual leader. So some of you may be very close to religion. And this could be some sort of a guru, a teacher, someone that advises you. Okay. Now the Hierophant is a number 5. This is house number 5. Fives always speak of change. Fives are also conflict. Now, some of you may be hoping, it may be in your heart, to commit to a marriage, to a union, okay? Or you may be hoping that, and this could be just one of your, something that you're holding on the faith to, that you may be able to become a mother, okay? This has got a lot to do with faith. So I know that fives are a conflict, so the extra cards will shine more light on this. Okay, so the 6th house of Virgo, wow, 3 of Swords. And this is your daily routine, your health, the house of, again, it's very grounding energy, Virgo is. The physical body, obviously, since it's health. And the 3 of Swords can be some sort of a disappointment. Again, we've got 3 cups that are spilled here and 3 swords here. So because it's your daily routine, it's your work, there could have been some sort of a disappointment which had a domino effect, a disappointment through work which had, maybe even through health, that's had a domino effect on your home. Okay, so of course this is a general reading, it's not going to resonate for everyone. Let's look at the partnership house, the house of Libra. Okay, so some of you may be dealing with, could be an air sign, so Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, or a Virgo that has disappointed you, or this could be someone that you know that is either one of those signs. Now, Virgo can show up as air because Virgo is very logical, very cerebral. Okay, they're left brain thinking, very logical, So they could be that someone else has got maybe even problems with their health, heart problems. Okay, so as I said, the 3 of Swords can be a disappointment. Let's look at the partnership house, the house of Libra. Wow, Libra, you've got the Tower, and the Tower for me is usually it's the energy of Uranus, and Uranus is in the house of Taurus, in the 2nd house, as we look at the horoscope wheel. So in partnerships, there's there's going to be a major shift. This is an epiphany. Something that hasn't been built on solid ground is coming into change. Now, it's a major arcana, which means that the universe is doing this. It's out of our hands. So this can also speak of Scorpio, Plutonian energy, changes on a very fundamental level. So any sort of relationship, partnership, it could even be business related. So a huge shift is happening here. It doesn't mean that it's negative. Okay, I see the Tower as it's it can go either way, but I usually see the Tower as more positive. That's how I like to see it. Now, in your 8th house of Scorpio, you have the Page of Swords. And the 8th house of Scorpio is all about transformation, rebirth. It's your partner's money from different sources externally to you. It's the house of commitment, the house of intimacy. It's where two people share on a very deep level. Scorpio runs very deep. Okay, Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, and therefore Pluto, being now in Capricorn, is asking for a lot of hard work. Okay, and through the hard work comes the transformation. But also, having Pluto in the house of Capricorn, which is Saturnian ruled, and having the south node of the moon there, very karmic things we're going through. Now, especially with Mercury retrograde, which is going to happen in Scorpio, as I said, a lot of information that was hidden, a lot of connection on an intimate, emotional and physical level will be happening with Venus and Mercury in the sign of Scorpio. So this is a message that's coming through. Could be from an air sign. It is communication, it's perception. Let's look at the 9th house of Sagittarius, dear Libra, and we've got the Death card. Wow. The Death card, which is Scorpio. Now, the 9th house speaks of philosophy, higher education, foreigners, different cultures, the truth, spirituality. Okay, so Sagittarius can also be the law. It is ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter is transiting. It is moving through its home sign. It's very strong in Sagittarius. And Jupiter can mean the law as well. It can mean legalities. So there is some sort of a transformation in 9th house matters happening for you. It's also the house of the teacher, okay, whereas the student is the 3rd house. Let's look at your career, dear Libra. And you've got the 7 of Swords. Wow. Again, 7 of Swords. The card of stealth, the card of intelligence, the card of doing an act of not, an act which is unknown to others. So it's sneaky. 7 of Swords. Maybe this is you being intelligent. You are air after all. Now, 7s are the divine for me, but there are many meanings to this card. And because we've got a lot of karma happening in the 10th house, this is your highest ideals, your career, your status, okay? So some of you may have been dealing with someone that maybe had been underhanded, okay? And looks like the transformation is going to come through the truth here. Now, this could be around business if it's not your status. Some of you are hoping to be very intelligent. You're trying to sneak away. Or someone is trying to get away from a change. They're trying to escape the truth, but with a tower here, the truth is coming out. Unfortunately, okay, so I don't know whose energy this is, and again, because it is the house of the father as well, it's the house of the authorities. This could even be legalities. Someone is trying to get away from the law. Okay, but it's a very karmic time, and none of us are going to get away because the 10th house is all about integrity. So it's going to catch up with them, whoever this is. Unfortunately, that's what's happening. Let's look at the 11th house of 11th house is the wishes and dreams. It's the house of earned income. It's friendships. It's groups and associations. And it's also very futuristic, very Uranian. It's the internet. So let's look at the 11th house. Wow. Why do I have to say wow every time I take a card? Because these cards are not, they're not simple. Now, there was another sign that had the devil in the 11th house. If only I could remember who it was. I don't know. If it comes to me, I will let you know. But this is Saturn. And Saturn is all about integrity. Saturn can bring the manifestation of dreams through hard work, through, you know, putting your nose to the grindstone, doing the work. That's what Capricorn is. It's maybe even too much work. Now, Saturn can be the lord of karma, the lord of timing as well. And this could be someone that is around you that can be very Saturnian. Could be someone that's quite stern, quite the elder, very, very grounding sort of energy. But you know, the devil can also mean restrictions. It can mean fears. And it can also mean vices, like not being able to get out of a vicious circle. It's also very sexual energy, very lusty sort of dark energy. It's dark energy. As I see, we've got the death card here and we've got the devil here. which are quite dark energies. But I don't see the card of Scorpio as being negative. The card of the devil, which can be, it can mean just over drinking, like alcoholism, taking drugs. For those of you that are going out, too much of a good thing, going out and having too many parties, drinking too much, this will catch up with you. Okay, if this is someone that is around you, just make sure that you've got your eyes open. Okay, so tough energy. Let's look at your 12th house, which is the house of Pisces. Oh, wow. There's the wow again. And we've got the Lovers, which came out. It was the first card I hardly started shuffling, and there was the Lovers. So in your house of Pisces, which is the hidden house, the house of spirituality, the house of magic, it's ruled by Neptune. It can be unconditional love. It can be clandestine affairs. So things that are hidden. But the house of Pisces can also be the house of endings. Now, it can also speak of people that are from a distance. Okay, so Pisces is also wearing those rose-colored glasses. So is something going to come to an ending? Is there a decision that needs to take place? This is a blessed union in the house of unconditional love and a spiritual connection. I do like it. For some of you, though, it's an affair. And especially with the devil here and the Seven of Swords, yeah, it's an affair that is hidden. It's like mum's the word, don't tell anyone. But as I said, it's times are hard. So for those of you that may be having an affair, be careful, because we've got the Empress here. Some of you may be falling pregnant. If this is not a pregnancy that you're hoping for, just take precaution. Okay, so let's take, I'm going to say we could be looking at sexually transmitted disease as well here. So please use protection. Okay, let's look at the general energy. The general energy, please, Spirit, for Libra, mid-October till mid-November 2019. Libra, what do they need to know? The general energy for Libra. And we've got the moon. Wow, again. And the moon can be Pisces, can be Cancer, because the moon rules the 4th house. This is a card of fears, a card of strong intuition. It's also a card of what is hidden, what is unknown. Could speak of dreams, intuition, and therefore receiving messages through your dreams as well. Okay, so again, it's very feminine energy. It speaks of the mother. We are, as I said, having a full moon in Aries, and it's not going to be an easy full moon. And the new moon in Scorpio, which will be roughly, I think, the 28th of October, new moon in Scorpio. Again, not so easy. And I just, I'm going to take it. Okay, 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups, and I'm going to put it back in the deck. There is some sort of a wish fulfillment that is on the cards here. But there is some hard energies here. Now, the wish fulfillment can be on any level. This could also be the card of too much drinking, too much, taking drugs. It's the shadow side of this card is the same as the devil. Now, it could also say that someone's getting away with something. They're very, he's got a smirk on his face. He's accomplished something. So, for each and every one of you, it's going to be a different meaning. Let's look at the devil. I'm going to take a couple of cards and then I will extend this on my website. Let's look at the devil. Please, Spirit, for Libra, the 11th house, the house of Aquarius. Now, it's funny that Aquarius and Capricorn are both ruled by Saturn. And this is the card of Capricorn, right? The devil. But Aquarius's ancient ruler is Saturn. So in the house of Aquarius, you could be dealing either with an Aquarian or a Capricorn person. Let's take the Devil. And we've got the Hanged Man. Too much sacrifice. I think it's got a lot to do with time, you people. It's got a lot to do with time, because the Hanged Man is all about being suspended in time. Some sort of a sacrifice, too much hard work, okay? Maybe needing to change the way you see things, your perspective on things. Yeah? So if you are sacrificing too much and it's just killing you, then you need to maybe look at things in a different way. Okay, some of you are looking for the answers. You're looking for the light at the end of the tunnel here, from the darkness of the Devil here. I'd like to take one card on the Tower, and then I will extend the reading. As I said, let's take your partnership house, the house of Libra. 7th house. What is this Tower, dear Spirit? And we've got the King of Cups. So Scorpio, more than likely. Could be Pisces as well, for others of you. Okay, so I'm going to say all water signs, but because we've got the Tower here, we've got the Death card here, so both of these cards do speak of Scorpio. All right, so I will say that this is mainly Scorpio, and then Pisces, and then Cancer. So yeah, the King of Cups is someone who is very emotional, can be very open-hearted, ready. He is a king, and I'm not reading reversals, so I will get into more information about him as I extend the reading here. But the King of Cups to me is someone that is very giving, maybe sometimes too giving. If you are dealing with a Piscean people can really sacrifice a lot, to the point where people do take advantage of it. So, yeah. All right, dear Libra, thank you so much. I will be using the Twin Flame Oracle by Mystic Moon. I will be taking a few cards from there, as well as the Witch's Tarot for another layer of cards, which I love the Witch's Tarot. It's amazing for me. And, of course, the Lenormand. So please join me there if this resonated for you. If not, if this did not resonate for you, you can watch your moon or your rising. I suppose if you're female, watch your Venus sign. If you're male, go and see your Mars. For those of you that are familiar with your North Node in your birth chart, I would suggest watch your North Node sign as well. And all right, I'd just like to thank you so much. Thank you for all that you do for my channel. Sending you lots of love, and I will be doing more videos very soon. So thanks again for your support, people. Love you all. Sorry, forgot to mention that in the description box below the video is the link to take you to the extended reading. All right? Okay. Bye, guys.